How do you use these asynchronous video communication tools? And just like meeting software like Zoom, WebEx, Google Hangouts, they are all a little bit different. But once you learn one, you can basically understand how to use all of them. So the one that I am using now is on Loom. As you can see, I can make this bigger or smaller. What I was saying earlier is I can move this around if I really wanted to. I can make it smaller, move myself out of the way. I can minimize this to hide the menu. Usually when you go on Google, it is usually, they say is a blank page, and you cannot just start a recording when it's just on a Google page. So you have to go on a website, for example, like email, anything else that's just not on a blank tab of, let's say, Google. When it comes to these extensions, most of them usually work when it's on Google Chrome extension. So sometimes if you might have, for example, Safari and it's not working for some reason, just know that it works better on Google Chrome. When you click into one of these, they all are a little bit different, but as you can see, I'm clicking onto the drift one. You can record your face only, just the screen only, or screen in face. Most of this will have this option. You can record a video. Usually when you click into one of these buttons, let's say like Soapbox, they give you a button to go into my video. So as you can see, you can play around with the audio source, change them, the video source. And with Loom, because if I press it now, it'll stop. I want to show you that it basically does the same thing when you click on it. So let's say, as you can see on the drop down on the right, screen and cam only, screen only, cam only, full desktop, and it gives you option to change the audio and the video camera options. One of the things, remember, is that when you are recording on the screen, you're showing your face in the screen. Some software can capture maybe just a face in the screen and you can edit it back and forth later. But I want you to notice that your mouse cursor is moving around and people can see it. So that means if you are doing a presentation and your mouse is right in the middle, people will see it. So usually after you press record and you go to your video section, you are able to edit it. You can trim it. You can add cover photos. There's a bunch of things. And of course, if you upgrade, each individual service will be a little bit different. So let's say I made one about how to get comfortable speaking on camera, the big one, and I go into that. As you can see, this edit your video settings. And these are all the same, similar ways, drift, soapbox. There's different ways. It will come out differently, but they'll all probably say the same thing. You can share a link. You can copy the link. You can trim your video. Sometimes if you upgrade, for example, you can download the video. So play around with all of these options. The more you get comfortable with it, the faster you can also get people to comment as well, right? So the faster you get used to all of this, the more comfortable you will be speaking on camera. And each individual service will have their own upgrade options, and it'll be a little bit different for each one. So I would suggest looking into them if it's of any interest, but play around with them. My favorite ones are Loom, Drift, and Soapbox. There will be probably a lot more by the time you're watching this video. And so play around with anyone that you like. And I would love to hear, maybe if it's not these three services, what are you using? And of course, if you want to stop it, you can edit the video later, because usually when you stop, I'm going to look down and say, press click or stop. And so, of course, you can edit this out later so it seems a lot more professional. Bye.